If you are on a wild card, even if you're not, this is a video you need to watch. Here is the best team you can build with the amount of money I have in my bank. Let's get into it.
Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game. Where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top. Guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wildcard's free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.
G'day, mate. Welcome back to the channel. My name's FPL Root, and welcome back to another FPL video. So in today's video, we're going to be building a wildcard team. These are the best wildcard team you can find out there. Trust me. If not, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of it. If you are new around here, subscribe to the channel and smash a like on this video too. We'll start off in goal. So I have gone for the way first of all, the way we're going to do this is we're going to go through the first 11 and then talk about the subs at the end, and then go through every game week, talking about transfers, talking about team selection, so you can have a clear idea of how this team is going to work, not just for this week, but for the coming weeks too. Because I've seen a lot of videos out there that just talk about 1 week, which is great, but a wild card is for more than 1 week. It's for a good 5 to 10 weeks, or until probably even longer, until you use your second wild card. Anyway, we're starting goal, Areola, and we'll just talk about game week 7 as well while we're picking a team. So Sheffield United at home, really, really good fixture for Areola. We haven't just picked him for that though. He does have good fixtures coming up, and the person we are going to rotate him with on the bench has good fixtures too, but we'll talk about that later on in the team selection. For defence, I've got Botman, who has Burnley at home, Cash, Brighton at home, and then Kabore with Everton away and Burnley at home. So really, really good fixtures for the defence. If you do have that extra money, then you could go up to Trippier, but for me, I don't think it is worth it. Spending that extra two plus million now to get Trippier, although he did get 3 assists in the game we just gone. I don't think he is worth it. Cash has been on fire this season. He looks attacking. Villa looks solid defensively, and I think he is a really, really good pick for the coming game weeks. And Villa's fixtures do look really, really good at the moment. Yes, it's not the best game, Brighton, but after that they do look really, really good, and it's a player that you'll be getting in and you won't have to worry about for a good 5 to probably 8 game weeks. Next up, we have got one of the players that I think is almost a wild card pick in the wild card, Kabore. So Everton away, Burnley at home. Really just going for a player that is only 4 million, and he has a double game week, so it's the perfect opportunity on your wild card to get in a player like that. If you don't own him, you get the extra fixture, and it's a player that you can sit on your bench because he is only 4 million. Overall, I do think the defense is looking really, really strong. There's no premium option. It is mainly under 5 million options. What is under 5 million options, you'll see on the bench later on in the video too, that it is under 5 million. I'm really happy with these defenders. They can get attacking points, and there is that wildcard pick in Kabore too. And now onto the midfield, probably a position that you can have a little bit of flexibility with, but for me, we'll start off with the guys that I think are absolutely essential on a wildcard, that is Bukayo Saka, Bournemouth away. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists this season. He's on penalties. He's 66% owned. A lot of us already have him already. Yes, Arsenal's fixtures, which we'll talk about, are not great, but I think Saka, with that penalties, being on penalties, he can score against anyone. So for me, Saka is a must-have. Next is Heung-min Son. Yes, he got that Liverpool away fixture, but after that, the fixtures do look really, really good, which we'll talk about obviously later on in the video. He's playing as a number 9. He's still under 20% owned, and for 9.2 million, I think he is a bargain price playing up front for Spurs. I know a lot of us did bring him in already, but if you don't have him, I think I would bring him in, as I can't see Richarlison getting that place back anytime soon. Another player that I think is essential on the wild card is Mo Salah. So yes, he does have Tottenham away, but Tottenham are conceding goals still. They don't look that solid defensively. So for that reason, and for the further game week, Salah does look really, really good. He's he's been pretty good this season. He's returned in all of his games. He's getting assists, he's getting goals. Um, for me, I think Salah is essential if you are on a wild card. If not, then I think I understand that you kind of giving and taking a few positions, but with a wild card, you can afford to handpick your cheaper options. Whereas in your team, you might be stuck with someone like Eze or even someone like say Mbeumo, who's doing really great at the moment. Don't get me wrong, but you're stuck at that price point. Maybe even Rashford. But with this wildcard team, you can go for the cheaper options, which allows you for Salah and players like Kabore, Areola, etc. You can bring them in on a wild card and afford Salah, whereas you wouldn't be making a goalkeeper transfer just to afford Salah really in a normal team. Next up, we'll go for Bowen. So a player that is not picked is under 10% owned. Sheffield United at home is a really good fixture. Newcastle did put 8 past them in the game week just gone. 7.1 million, and he's kind of a player that's gone under the radar this season. He hasn't had a great start, but um, for the amount of minutes he's played, he's done really well. And I do think West Ham's fixtures are starting to change. They did have a few tough fixtures over the last few game weeks. They had Liverpool away, City at home, even started the season with Brighton away, Chelsea at home, which obviously they won that, so, and it's not probably a tough fixture anymore. But um, after Newcastle away in game week 8, their fixtures do look sorry Newcastle at home in game week 8, their fixtures do look really good, and I think Bowen is going to be a big part of anything they do if they do perform well. He's got 4 goals, 1 assist this season. He's played 90 minutes each time. So for me, I think Bowen is a good option. Next up, it's one of them players that you need to have in to afford Salah, but I do really like him, and I'm looking to bring him into my team this game week too. But keep an eye out for my team selection video later on in the later on in the week for that anyway. Anthony Gordon, 5.6 million, is a player that I've never really understood why people rave on about him. And yeah, he's a massive differential for the game, 3.8% owned, and yeah, rising very quickly. 2 goals, 3 assists this season. He got 2 attacking returns last time out of a 12-pointer. He started 4 games, I believe, or 5 games, where he did come off the bench very early on. So he's basically played quite a lot of minutes, 450 minutes roughly, in 6 matches. For me, his stats do look really good. He's someone that I am looking to bring in this game week, and for 5.6 million with Newcastle's fixtures, starting off with a pretty good fixture, I'd say, against Burnley at home. They don't look that great. For me, I like Gordon. I think he's a little bit more safer. He's a little bit safer than Wilson or Isak, where they could get rotated. Whereas Harvey Barnes is injured now, so Gordon looks to have that left spot quite nailed, as he has done all season, really. So now on to the forwards and the bench. So obviously, I don't need to go into Erling Haaland. If you don't want to go for him, don't go for him. It's fine. But he's 92.4% owned, 14.1 million. The guy's already smashing it this season. 8 goals in 6 games and 1 assist. Just like crazy numbers. So if you're not going to go for him, hats off to you and good luck. But I think you're going to need it. Haaland is essential. Please get Haaland into your teams if you are wildcarding. Next up, though, Morris, 4.3% owned, 5.5 million. Obviously, we're trying to target that double game week. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist this season. Not terrible. Luton have only scored 3 goals, and he's had a hand in all 3. So it kind of shows how important he is to the team, and he does look really good. He looks, I won't say kind of dangerous, but he looks decent. He looks decent. His expected goals look good. And for me, I probably would go for it just for the punt for this game week. As you'll see later on in the video, he might get chanced out next game week, but for this game week on your wild card, I think it's a great option and a chance to kind of have a bit of gain a bit of an advantage over the people that will have to waste the transfer on him, whereas you will only have to waste the transfer getting him out whereas other people might have to get him in and get him back out again. So for me, I think Morris is a really, really good option. For the bench, I've gone for Turner again, very, very cheap, 4 million. I think it might have gone up now actually. So let me just double check that. Where is he? Turner. Yeah, I'm not sure where he is, but he's cheap anyway. Um, and yeah, he does rotate quite nicely with Areola, so I'm happy with that one. Archer, 4.5 million. He is starting with Sheffield United. He's probably the best 4.5 million player out there, but we won't be using him quite a lot. Two players we probably will be using quite a lot is a doggy. Yes, he's got Liverpool at home. That's why he's on the bench. 4.8 million, 17.5% owned. I think he looks really, really good going forward. Yes, Spurs don't keep many clean sheets, but for that attack and return and for them good fixtures coming up for Spurs, which again we'll chat about later on in the video, I think he is one of the players that could be essential. I've gone for Crystal Palace defender. That is because their fixtures after game week 11 look really, really good, and they have a good fixture in game week 8. Probably be the only times we'll be playing them in game week 8 before game week 11. But I think Mitchell is a good option. Palace have been doing pretty well defensively this season, and in terms of all round, really, they've been doing pretty well. But yeah, it could be anyone else of 4.5 million, or even if you have the money, go up a bit more. Next, we'll talk about transfer plans, how the team's lining up for the following game weeks 8, 9, and 10. Sorry, game week 8. Turner in goal, Palace away. Obviously, Palace defender, brought him in with Forest at home. That game got 0-0 written all over it, if you ask me. Wolves away for Cash, Luton away for a doggy, and Sun Luton away too. Salah, Brighton away. Gordon with West Ham away. Bowen, Newcastle at home. Saka, Man City at home. Haaland, Arsenal away. And then Ollie Watkins. So we'll be taking out Morris and bringing in Ollie Watkins. Like I said, Villa's fixtures do look really, really good. And Watkins, although he hasn't scored many goals this season, he got one against Chelsea, obviously. He has been chipping in with them attacking returns, and I feel like as the fixtures do turn, Watkins will start to score more goals. Other than that, the team is pretty solid. We'll be dropping Botman, as I think Mitchell was a slightly better option for this week, but feel free to play Botman too. I have the exact money for this transfer though, from Morris to Watkins. So if you don't, you could go for someone like Awani. You could even go for someone like Alvarez if he's still banging in the goals, although their fixtures are pretty horrible. But it's Man City at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll go on to game week 9. So game week 9 sees Turner keep his place. Luton at home, really good fixture for him. Botman comes back in with Palace away, Cash, West Ham at home, and a doggy with Fulham at home. So 4 home fixtures for the goalkeeper and defence. Saka has Chelsea away, Bowen, Villa away, Gordon, Palace at home, Salah, Everton at home, Son, Fulham at home, Haaland, Brighton at home, and then Watkins with West Ham at home. So for me, I'd roll this week. I think the team looks really, really strong. You could potentially go Saka out if he's not performing. But other than that, I think the fixtures look really, really good. I would keep it as it is. But yeah, let's get on to game week 10. So Areola does come back in for game week 10 with Everton at home. The defense stays the same, but not as all home fixtures anymore. So Botman, Wolves away, Cash, Luton at home, a doggy, Palace away. Saka has Sheffield United at home, so really, really good fixture. Bowen, Everton at home, Gordon, West Ham, and Wolves away, sorry. Salah, Forest at home, and Son with Palace away. Haaland, Man United away, and Watkins with Luton at home. So again, you have 2 transfers here. You obviously, as the game weeks go, you might have some fires to put out. But just off the top of my head, I don't really know who you would be taking out. You don't want to take out Watkins. Bowen, if he's not performing, you could take out. Saka, you won't want to take out. Son, you won't want to take out. So you have room to play with, to put out fires, to make transfers on any injuries, any suspensions. And that's why I do think this is the best wild card out there. You've got Saka, you've got Salah, you've got Son, you've got Haaland, you got attacking double game week fixtures, you got the Villa players with really good fixtures. the Newcastle defender, Newcastle midfielder. Yeah, but leave a comment, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and yeah, smash the like on this video, and I appreciate you. And